applying some validations, and we validate the section on this topic. Okay, means what it means. Once once I click here, funded, okay, funded, okay, funded, okay, funded, okay, funded, okay, funded, okay. If I enter here, that one is correct and this one is wrong. Okay, and if I click here, okay, I fill the details, and while click here, it gives me the message here. Okay, it gives the message here that this middle name is incorrect, please correct it. Okay, I put the valid details. After that, after entering the valid details, then only if I click here, then it will allow me to the collapse. It will allow me to the collapse. If in case these things are, all these validations are correct, this one, then only it alone, then the color will become a green, and here the color will become these things are red, and then it will allow, this will be collapsed, and then it will allow me to the uh, expand the below sections. Okay, so if all these validations are correct, then it will allow me to the expand contact. If contact and personal details are correct, then it will allow me to expand credentials. Okay, as I'm saying, initially we keep the red color to all those fields. Okay, red, okay, red color. And after that, once this section will validated properly, then it will become a green. Okay, so moving towards the code. Here we have our HTML here. In this HTML, we just copy this HTML registration form from online. Okay, this is JavaScript, sorry, jQuery we have applied for the section toggling. Okay, earlier sessions we have learned how to put this slide toggle. Okay, and this is a CSS against it. Okay, now moving, first thing what we are going to do, I will go here in my HTML page. Okay, we have given ID to particular div sections. Now first thing I need to validate. I need to validate initially. This needs to be expand, so that user know that yes, this thing is expand, means I need to fill something here. So what I do, initially I keep the personal detail field in expand mode. Okay, so I comment this, or I remove this section. Okay, I remove this. Now save, go here, refresh it. Okay, so you can see it's remain in expand position and others are collapse. Okay, so next thing, we need to give the red color to all these section headers. This is a personal detail section, contact details. Then go into the code, then check our HTML. Here is my HTML. See, personal detail head div and class. Here we have given the register button as a class, as we directly use the CSS which is used for this registration button, means this registration button. But in this case we don't want this. So what I do, I will say here section head. Okay, so always give the camel case naming convention. Camel case means initial character is a small letter, and after that the next word is in capital. Okay, so I have given the section head class name, and same class name we are using for other sections also. And section head. Okay, so I have changed this. Okay, now I'll go in the CSS. Where is my CSS for registration button? I copy the CSS as it is. One thing we need to do, change here. I just need to be change here to the red. Okay, I click here, I go here. You can directly say red, or you can put the red. You can directly say red, or you can select the red from here also. Okay, no, I save this. Also I save the, always keep in mind that you need to save the files after doing change. Then we go here, refresh it. Okay, now see, nothing is visible here, nothing is visible here, all the fields are hidden. Okay, something wrong is there. Again I will go back. Maybe we are using that class name in jQuery. Close this. So sorry, here jQuery somewhere, see, personal details head, personal detail head div, our class name. Let me check. Personal details head section head. Just a minute. In case course did change, not version what is not done. Let me check here. Oh sorry, here I have not changed the uh, I have not changed the CSS name. Okay, that's why. Sorry, CSS class name. That's why section head. Save it. Go back. Why this is- Okay, refresh it now. Okay, now these things are read, so that I know that there is something wrong here. Once this section will validations completed, then we will make this section as a green. Okay, now moving ahead, now we'll look into the first name. Now once I click here, you can see the effect. Then it changed the internal color as a yellow. So how it will set means it based on the focus. If you go in a CSS, you can see here input type text focus, okay, and background color orange. Input type text focus, background color orange. So this logic applied here, this CSS applied here. Okay, so now I'll go here. Now what we need to do, we need to do here first name. Now we are going to validate the first name, and then after validating a first name, middle name and list name. After validation rating that, we put here some span here. The span will be here if the validations are found. And when it will work, when I click here, then it will work. Okay, so moving ahead, now what we need to do now, uh, on this click function, means personal detail click function, will go and write the click function there in my JavaScript. We go here, personal detail head click function already there, and here we are saying slide toggle. Okay, so above this, what I need to do, I need to validate this section. Okay, validate this section. So what I do, I will create a separate function to validate this personal detail section. So I go here, and here let's say function validate personal detail. Okay, this is my function. I'm saying validate personal detail. Now once I click here, it will call the, this click function will call the validate personal detail. But here how we will do that? Okay, so what I need to do here, what I need to do here, initially we'll check. Okay, we'll check. I'll call this, and okay, check that our personal alert in personal validation. Okay, I use this for just for testing. Check that whether my code execute or not. Okay, refresh it. Okay, means it's working, right? Okay, it's working. Now here, up to here, we reach here. Now we need to validate that. Okay, we need to validate that. So what validations we are going to add, we add the uh, text validation. Means we add the validation that uh, user needs to enter the name in alphabet only. Okay, so I'll go here first. What I do, yes, I go here in a jQuery. I'll say here jQuery name validation. Okay, name validation. Let me check something relevant is there. Uh, those, that validation. I'm not using any kind of plugin or anything. So here Right, okay, so this thing as I can see, this thing something relevant I can see here. So here we are using the regular expression, and you know how to apply the regular expression. Here on Google I found one blog, and in that I say I found one forum. In that I check the date, will validate the name field. Now I click on filter. I do these things will not required for me. Okay, if I enter here something validations, then validations. Okay, they that's not a name. Okay, so this valid name. Okay, means this code will be means will fulfill my requirement. So I will go here, I will paste it down, and I just look into the code. This dot val means the value which is entered into the field, then match with this regular expression. Condition fulfilled means what this regular expression is saying, that means we can you can enter these characters a to capital small a and capital A to Z, and minimum 3 characters and maximum 16 characters are allowed in the name field. Okay, so this regular expression, if this regular expression, this it will extract the text field value, the first name text field value. But in our case we are it's saying this, okay, because they are saying, because they are in that they call the blur function on the same field. That's why they can use this field here. But in our case we cannot use directly this here, because we are out of the we are in a different function. So how we can do that? Okay, so for that purpose what I need to do, I will say here. Okay, let me check what is the our field name is a first name is my field. So what I do, I'll say here dollar, then as you know this in as you know the selector, how we can use the selector here. The selector is, if you look into this field, you know that there is no id, no class. If id and class there, you quickly use the hash or dot and quickly access this, but here first name is there. So what we need to do, so what kind of selector we need to use? So as we you learn in a as you learn the selectors, I will show you where are the selectors in a W3 school. Okay, W3 school Jquery. In that you have explored different kinds of selectors. Okay, let me show you the selectors in a Jquery. Here Jquery selectors, you can see Jquery selector. I am showing it because earlier we have explored all these things, and just see this kind of selector we need to use. This kind of, okay, so I just copy it and I'll show you how I can use this. I just paste it here. Now here my field type, here we use the field type. What is the field type? Field type is a input here. Okay, I will use input here. Input here. Target property is a target. My property name is property is name. Okay, name and first name. I just copy this. Okay, and go here and put it here. Okay, okay, I give the single quote here because double quote is outside, so that it cannot recognize. Dot. Okay, dot. Now here we just extract the value which enter in a first time. Say value. Okay, what we do, I just alert the value. Okay, alert the value for our understanding. Go here, refresh it. Now okay, now see, something enter. See, in personal valid. Okay, see, means it extract the value here, and I can see the value here. Okay, so my alert is working fine and perfect. Okay, it again collapse. We'll work on that. We restrict that collapse if the validation is not correct. Okay, so at this stage, the role of at this stage what I know, now this value we extract this value we extract this value. From this value we'll get we come up to this, then we match this with this. Okay, so what I do, I will copy. Now my this code will fulfill my requirement. I delete this. As you know, I copied it from Google. Okay, so here I directly say like this, or you can extract it in a separate variable where f name, okay, equal to, where f name equal to, I paste it here and here. Okay, okay, now I use the f name here. Okay, sorry, I entered wrong thing here. Actually I need to give this value. I remove this section. Okay, these are the alerts. Now what it will do, it will extract the f name. Okay, and it will f name match with this. Okay, if it will match, then it will return the valid name. If not, it said that's not a name. Okay, again I save this, go here, refresh. Now here I'll enter something wrong here. Here that's not a name. Okay, again I will work out on top here. Again I will go here, I enter something correct. Okay, click here, valid name. Okay, so means my validations are working fine. Now what happening means, what I do, I just comment this section, this toggle section, so that it will not collapse. Okay, and we can do our operations. Now up to this you understand that validations are working fine. Now you need to add some span or something here. If this happen, then what you need to do? So now I come here, and I come up to, just let me refresh. Okay, now next thing is, we need to put the span here. We need to put the span here. So how you can put the span here? But everything we need to do the dynamically. Okay, again I'll go back here, first name match, then this. Okay, now here what we are saying, now we match the condition and we enter here. Now I just copy this. Okay, now here, now just to go and check the precept, and check means where you want to put the span. Okay, so I go here, select here. Now we need to traverse and put the span. Okay, so as you can see, I'm here in my input field. I need to put something below here. Okay, I need to put something below here, means my span will go here above this label. This label means, this label is the middle name label, means this label. Means above this my span should be appear here. Okay, so I will put my span coding here. I go here, dot. Now now we need to use our traversing technique, or add the manipulate the HTML. Means we, span HTML is not there, but still we are adding the span. So how we will add? You will say append. Okay, so yeah, append. You can use the after also, but just as I show you why span. Okay, again in span you say invalid, sorry, invalid first. Okay, invalid first name, and your span will be closed here. Okay, and this is a background, backslash. Okay, slash. Now save this. Now it will append the span here. Go here, refresh the things. I put something wrong there. Take my outside. Refresh it. I put something wrong. Span is added or not? Let me check. This is my input field. Nothing is appearing there. Let me go here. match, sorry, it's a matching, it's matching, actually it's returned the true. What I need to say, okay, now it will, now it will work, okay, because it will return the true, it will return the false, then it will directly jump in else part, okay, or either we need to put it here or you can say not, okay, so I just put a not and I'll call this, okay, save this. Again you put here something wrong, put wrong, something is happening here, as we have put wrong thing. First name input, nothing is happening here, so let us check append span. Let me check if alert invalid, okay, invalid name here, and save this, okay, so I just put invalid here, save, save, okay, check that f name will not match, say invalid, as in not valid, just a minute, you put here something, say invalid f name, okay, say invalid f name, see span are getting added, the spans are getting added, please check here, spans are getting, whenever I click here it will add new span here, invalid first name, but it's not visible here, it's not visible here in the input first name field. Why? Because this is a text field and we are adding the span in text field, it will not work out, okay, so what I do here, you know, I have used a span, if I say after, then append will add within that a tag, but after will add outside that tag, okay, again we go here, refresh, okay, now again enter wrong, click here invalid frame, invalid f name, see invalid first name, invalid first name, it added but it directly invalid here, invalid first name, but it's in one line, but my expectation is invalid first name should be appear uh, first name, okay, so what I do, I will put here break, just I'm checking now, just I'm checking, I put the break here, refresh it, put here to here invalid f, see, but it's not, still it's not looking good, ideally it should be here, okay, below this, attached to this, okay, again why this happening, why this happening, because the thing is that here we have applied the css on this text field, the css we have applied on this first name field, we need to check what kind of css there, console css style is there, oh let me take it off, okay, so this css here, see this css is applied, okay, text type text and this css, see this css means this margin, I think they use the margin, see if I remove, you see the effect here, if I remove this margin, see this margin is making, due to this margin this invalid first name uh, appear exactly above the middle name due to the margin to the text field. So what I need to do, what I need to do, either I need to put this up to this thing, and also I need to include it in one div, okay, I need to put this in one div, okay, so I need to create one div for this, okay, and apply the separate css for that div, apply the separate css for that div, excluding this margin, excluding this margin, then it will help me because same css has been used for text area also, uh, password field and text field also. Okay, so what we do, because what happening, others, if I remove all entire css, then it will look like this. It will not fulfill our requirement. Main issue is created by this margin css. Okay, main issue created by this margin css. So what I do, I will, but still if I remove this margin, okay, but still it's not looking good. Still it will not looking good. There needs to be some gap in between in right first name and middle name. Okay, so what I do, I will go here, I put one more div here. Okay, I put one more div, first name here, and you can see that, and I will give the id to this div, id, and I rename it as f name div. Okay, f name div. Okay, then we understand that for every, and now or I can give here. Okay, okay, what I do, I give the class, because same thing we need to replicate everywhere. I'll say here field div, field div, and say field div, so that class div, again same div I will use here also. Okay, here, and I close this div. Okay, I close this div. Okay, field div. Now I will apply the css on this field div. Okay, css. Okay, we know what kind of css, this css, this css is already there. I will remove this. Okay, what I do, I will copy this. Now I will text area, what I do, I comment this css. Okay, I comment this css. So okay, I comment this css. Oh, sorry. Okay, now my field div here. Okay, okay, field div is the class dot, and I copy this here. Oh, sorry, and I remove this margin. I remove this margin and check that how it will look. Okay, refresh it. See, it's not looking good now. Okay, now because I commented this is okay. Okay, now let's see what happened. Okay, now my purpose is fulfilled or not. Let me show. Okay, refresh. See, I have added that, but my now console. Let me check where that span getting added. This view personal details. That section is not added because I have not saved the HTML. Save this HTML. Now it will put the effects there. First name, last name. Okay. There is something issue. Okay. I remove the margin field. Actually, margin field creating the issue for me. I give the margin here directly to div. I hope this will fulfill our requirement. Okay. Now it will apply the margin here. You can see first name, last name, and we remove the margin from there. We minimize the margin. 5 pixel to 15 pixel. Okay, so you can minimize more margin. Okay, let me check my validations are working or not. Let me go in a form container, so div personal details here, fill div. Okay, and I put something wrong here. Click here, invalid frame. See, now it's appearing here. You can see invalid frame, it is appearing here. Again I click. Okay, see. Now it's adding at, now it will be the correct place, because what happened earlier, there was a margin associated attached with this text field. Now what we do, we remove the margin associated the css associated with this text field, and we create the separately. But now again there is another issue, it multiple appearing the invalid field. Okay, invalid first name fields are appearing recursively. Okay, now middle name is also having same logic, we need to apply to the middle name also. So so here what happening here, we are working, we know that this is a span. Okay, we are here and we know this span. So what I need to do, I need to, and I have the, this is a particular one div, I have one div, I have this is one div. Okay, in this div, consider there is also another span. Okay, means what I need to do, whenever I click here, whenever I click here, ideally what happening here, it keep adding the new span here, it keep adding the new span, if you can see, it keep adding the new span here. So what happened, we need to, once you validate, you need to remove this old span, and again you need to add new one. Remove old, again add, means you need to remove old one and add new one. Okay, then it will not appear again and again. So what you need to do, we need to go here. Okay, so we have span here, so before that span I will remove this, you need to remove this span, then how you will remove this span. Okay, so what I do, I am validating the personal details section, so there might be the span here also, there might be span here also. Same issue should not happen with the other field also. So what I do, I will delete this span against this first name, against this middle name, against this last name, I will remove all the span, and again it will check that. Okay, so how I will remove those span. Okay, again, so to avoid the confusion, what I do now here, what I do now here, I'm applying the same operation. Please understand. Okay, I'm applying the same operation on first name, middle name, and last name, because all three fields having text field and having same kind of validation. So what I do here, see what I do here, first name, if there is a first name, then match this first name, then same thing is here. Okay, so I'll go here. So here first name, middle name, and last name. Okay, I just copy it. Else part we'll discuss on else part afterwards. Okay, this code will become a more lengthy. If we apply the ternary operator, then it will minimize the code size, and we will apply it afterwards. Okay, now middle name, here I put the middle name, code is the same, here last name. Okay, now here I will extract the values from here see, middle name, and here last name. Okay, and I say view you match you match here yum name, and you match here yum name. Okay, now here up to this yum name, sorry, okay, now here invalid middle name and invalid last name. Okay, now save this, go back, refresh it, I click here, see, Adding because there is nothing is there everywhere. If I put here something valid value, if I put valid value in a middle name, okay, see, it will not adding invalid middle name now here, but it's adding for others. Okay, so means our validation are correct, but there is issue with the multiple these things. Okay, so we are not going to increase our code. We are not going to increase our code. So we you know that this that this is within a personal div. In a personal div, everything is within a personal div. All these things are inside the personal div. All these things are inside the personal div. Okay, now as you know, these things are in a personal div. Okay, these things are in a personal div means what you are going to do, this is your personal details div. What you are going to do, you will say that wherever span is there inside my div, just remove that span. Okay, just remove that span. So how you will do that, just means you are not go to each span and remove that. Just quickly, what you are doing, you apply the traversing. Now where are you, you say, you need to say here dollar, then hash id. Okay, now here dot dot. Now here how I can traverse, how I can traverse the element, the span element within a div. So those are the children, those are the children, you know, the traversing, those are all are the children. As you can see here, this is the main div, and inside that div other span are getting added here. Here span are getting added here, new span. So what I will do here, I will say children here. Okay, or I will in spite of, okay, I will say children where here I will say children, hi children. Okay, children, and what is the span dot remove. Okay, it will initially, once you click on that personal detail head div, it will call this and it will remove all the span in case there is a span here. Okay, go here, refresh it, still adding not fix, still adding not fix. Okay, so I think there is some issue. Going to the console, issue is there, no issue. Okay, go into the traversing code, traversing or google it. Okay, but I know where is the traversing. So I will I want to check in descendant means children's. Okay, I want to check the descendant. Click on descendant. Okay, what is the method? Div children. Okay, it will use all the children's. Okay, children p dot first, p dot, but I want all children is. Okay, I'll go down, find is also there, find span. Okay, I'll check this find span. Okay, means it will, what method returns the descendant elements of the selected element all way down to the list descendant. Means whatever the children's within that div, those will get identified. I will say find here. Okay, save this, go back, refresh. Oh, wrong entry here, wrong also, or keep the, oh still, yeah, now it's working. Mm, now it's working. But if you can see here, if I go here, why this space, blank space adding here? Okay, just to go and check. We are adding invalid. It remove the span, but break is remain here where we have added break earlier. I think I have added break here. I remove this break. Okay, I remove this break. Not required. Not required. Save these. Okay, save these. Go back. Refresh. Check now. Wrong. Now it's working fine, perfect. Now I click multiple times, but nothing, invalid first name remain as it is. And now if I enter the correct thing here, Now it will remove that, but remaining things remain as is. Means my validations are working fine now, but the style, I need to apply the style to the span with the color span. Okay, just apply the span here. Now see, invalid middle name, invalid first name, it's looking here. Okay, it's looking here. Course there is some issue, we'll look into that. But okay, up to this you understand. Means whenever I fulfill, if these things are fulfilled now, if I enter the correct first name here, it will remove that, it will remove that. Okay, now like this way it will working fine. Okay, so next session what we are doing, we will, if the validations are correct, then only it will become a green and it will allow me to the collapse. Okay, these things we will check in next session. We'll stop here.